Hi, Phoebe. I hope that you're doing well. Thank you for being so patient with me and getting your reading out to you. I appreciate it. You would not believe how crazy it's been for me with bookings. I'm so happy we have this time together today. I send you much love and light. You're one of my beautiful Libras. Okay, so you're talking to a Cancer, but you also have an Aquarius that's on your mind. But you feel like neither will end well. So you booked the love reading, but I know that you're wondering about both connections. So in the time we have together today, we'll look at both. We're going to explore a lot though. We're going to ask Spirit to show us what are your true feelings for each person, and then we'll do the same and see how they truly feel about you deep down. You know, what is on their heart, what is in their mind. And then we're going to see what's causing blockages and difficulties in each connection. We'll ask Spirit what you need to know the most about each person, and we'll look at the potential outcome of each. And then we'll finish the reading with advice to you from Spirit. All right, Phoebe? So before I get into your reading, I just want to take a moment to invite the white light of the Holy Spirit. Okay, Phoebe, let's look at the Cancer first. And let's see, how do you truly feel for this Cancer? So I see some Virgo energy coming through. There's like the energy, you feel like it's set up to fail, like nothing is gonna change. I know there's something that you're holding on to that you feel that you really want to change to occur, but there's a lot of pessimism that you have about this connection. So just know that if you're in that state of emotions, you are aligning yourself up to fail. So I just want you to, because I know that you're very closed off. There's something where you're not opening up to this person. You're still very much in your shell, very much in your thoughts, but still holding, like there's like this little glimmer of hope that you have, that maybe with enough effort put into it, you'll be able to see things come to fruition the way that you want. I know you don't want to be alone. I know you want to feel like you can open up to this person in a way that you haven't yet, because I see the energy of where you're really holding back, thinking very deeply about things. So I know that you're really weighing your options, thinking very deeply about your life and your path and like what is meant to be. So you are going through a lot of spiritual changes and enlightenment, and this person is definitely a catalyst to push you in that direction of reflection. But there's just a true heaviness that's here. You're just not open to them. You're not open. There's something that you want to change that you feel is not going to change, and ultimately you feel like, I mean, with the Six of Wands is very telling. To see that come in reverse is like it's a failure. It's a failure. And it just feels like you have to put in a lot of work and a lot of effort in order for this to be something that's successful. So it's like you're looking for something in this person, but feels ultimately like it's not there. It's truly not there. But I know that you wish for it though. You do. So it's not like there is pessimism that's here, there's doubt that's here, there's skepticism that's here. But underneath all of that, it's a longing that you can be able to like come out of your shell. And I know you don't want to be alone anymore. You don't want to, but this is a person that you feel like it's a lot of hard work that's going to be put into this in order for it to be what you want. So this is very important for you to know. This is the way that I can see. I don't see you having this is a connection that makes you think about yourself more than them, which is a positive thing, because it's making you reflect. It's making you really analyze about what you want out of a person. And I can see that they don't have what you want. They don't. There's too many things that need to change that you feel aren't going to. And I don't see you being in any like deep sense of love or like emotion that's here. You're very much caught up in focusing on all the hard work that it's going to take to get things right. And you're not open to them. Your heart is not open. You are in the mode of being you're preserving yourself. All right, that's what I can see. Those are your feelings towards them. Let's see, how does this Cancer feel about you? Let's see, how does this Cancer feel? This Cancer really misses you, right? And wants to be embraced by you because they feel there's a lot of like just like the energy of, okay, so you know how I can see where you're in that Virgo energy of being very, very closed off when it comes to them, like not opening up to them. It's what they wish you would do. They wish that you would choose them because they feel the energy of like competition. And it's like they want to be a part of things with you. They miss you. They feel like you've grown distant. That's what I can see. Feeling like you've grown distant and wanting to be a part of things again, be a part of your life, be important to you. I can see where they have a lot of love for you, true, genuine love that they may not open up and express this to you because they feel like you're very closed off with them. So that's important for you to know that they have a deep sense of emotion towards you, of love when it comes to you. And it's from their heart. It's sincere. But they're in this energy of like not wanting to show it because they feel like you're very distant, emotionally very distant. It makes me wonder if you guys have walked away from each other. And if you haven't, it's especially important for you to know the way that they long to be embraced by you, because the energy here is like of truly missing you and wanting to, because of the way that they have true love for you. I know that they think about your well-being and they think about your feelings and your emotions, wanting you to feel like you're embraced as well. They feel like there's so much more about you that they haven't seen that they would like to see. So there's a true air of mystery that's around you, and it is very alluring. I can see where there's a definite sexual and physical pull and attraction that they feel towards you. That's very important for you to know, to see the moon and the devil come in like this. There's a lot of physical chemistry that they almost feel like it's addictive being around you. And I don't say that to flatter you, although I think it's funny, but there's like something about you that they feel it's the way that they feel like they don't know you as much as they could yet, because it's like this mystery here is so alluring, so attractive, so enticing to them. And it makes them like crave you, want to be with you. So there's a lot of emotion that this person has for you, wanting to be like, not wanting anyone to stand in your way, not wanting any romantic competition to come between you and them. They so desire to like be a part of things with you. And I can see where when they think about the path that they could go down, they feel like you're the one that they would like to choose. They would really like to see where things could go. So that's important for you to know. I mean, this is a person that loves you, is in love with you. But when the Ace of Cups comes in reverse, it's being hidden. And I know what this person is saying is like, well, when you come out of your shell, I'll come out of my shell. Because they feel like you hold back from them, they'll hold back from you. So there is another side to this person that you haven't seen that they would love to show you. But when they feel like you're open to it, so there's a huge attraction here, a huge allure. I mean, a true physical, sexual, like, urge that's here. So they're very, very attracted to you, but it's not only physical. It's something that's crossed over into emotion. I mean, true emotion is what they have for you. Even if you look at them with a lot of skepticism, and they do feel like you're skeptical about this connection. But in their eyes, there is no romantic competition when it comes to you. So that's very important for you to know that I mean, there's no one that compares to you. I mean, not to keep emphasizing like this sexual connection, but I mean, that's what it is. There's a huge allure and a huge attraction. A lot of emotion is here, but I have to tell you that with this kind of energy, it's like, wow, like craving. I don't want to say obsessive, but it is like an infatuation. Okay, but I'm telling you that they feel it sincerely. That's why this Ace of Cups is here. So I want you to know that it's not like creepy. It's balanced by something real. So although you guys, I wonder if you feel like you just have a physical connection with this person because there's so much emphasis on that. Excuse me. But what I want you to know is while there's a huge like attraction here and like an infatuation, it is anchored by something real. So even if you guys were to get over that phase of like the attraction, what's underneath the surface is love. Okay, so now let's see. Continuing with this Cancer, let's see what's coming between you guys. It's funny because you feel, from what I can see, you feel like it's something that's just gonna fail. And they can feel like the I don't want to say the coldness, because that sounds like, you know, I'm implying that you are like cold to them, because that's not what it is. It's just like a distance. They definitely feel like they're drifting apart from you. And what they want to do is hold on to you. So what's getting in the way? Why is it so lopsided like this? Let's see. So there's this Aries energy that's coming through. So you guys might have that in your chart. I know that, so it's funny because this is something you're running from, this connection. I wonder if is there something that you feel is not genuine about this person? Because this is like a true skepticism I see, where there's a great deal of very, very passionate energy, romantic energy, emotion. This is like Cupid's arrows. It's tender, it's fun, it's exciting, and it's someone who is truly very interested in pursuing the other one. And when it comes in reverse like that, it's like they're sending out all of these emotions, yet they can't seem to hit their target. I wonder, because I know that you have like a skepticism towards this person. And I wonder if you're someone who tends to feel this way. It's funny because I see the way that when you have something that comes towards you that's genuine, because this is something that's very genuine, I wonder if it makes you feel anxious about it, or you feel like it's just gonna fall apart. It's crazy to see the kind of connection that you have here. So it's like someone who's a kindred spirit, you know, being able to see eye to eye with this person, because that's what you guys have. What's missing in you, you can find it in them, and vice versa. So you guys are very, very connected to one another. But I see the energy of someone here who keeps blocking it, keeps suppressing it, needs to let go of their fear of vulnerability, because when it keeps getting blocked like that, there's a fear that someone has to be vulnerable, to let the other one in. There's a lot of energy coming through here with this Aries is like a spouse. There's the energy of a spouse. So it makes me wonder if you or this Cancer is attached anywhere else. Because to see the energy come through of like this Cancer saying like there's no romantic competition when it comes to you, I wonder if you feel that there is. And it makes me truly wonder, is there someone that either of you is attached to? Because this is very grounded energy, and it's the energy of a spouse. So to see this come through as a blockage, it makes me wonder if you feel like someone is coming between you guys. It's hard being in this place because there's a true pull that you guys have towards one another. And I see where you bring, there's the potential anyway to bring balance to each other's lives, but it's like you have these factors standing in the way. One of the main ones is someone's afraid to open up their heart to this connection, afraid to be vulnerable about it, although they feel like it's something that's very true, it's very genuine. It makes me wonder, is there a person standing between you guys? All right, I want to look at this energy because this is what's getting in the way. So it's funny to me to see like there's like a union that's here. So I wonder if you're running from it, because this is a union. But to see it come between you guys, I know that there's a fear of vulnerability, but it also makes me wonder, like, is there another person that's here? Let's look at the Emperor. It's hard for someone to visualize being with this person. And it makes me wonder, you know, with all of this energy of them being like a spouse, or it makes me wonder, like, do you guys, what's the difference between the two of you? Is there an age difference? There's definitely the energy of like, this is dividing you, this person's energy. And because it's hard for one of you, and I say that because you'll know which side is yours. I don't want to like put everything on you or put everything on this Cancer, because it doesn't really matter where it comes from. The bottom line is that this is what's here. This is what's coming between you guys. So it's about not being able to picture a future with this person. That's a true problem here. You know, someone feels like they're not going to get what they want out of this connection no matter how much they picture it. But on a deeper level, you two are involved with one another because you have this kindred spirit connection. So I know that you've had many lifetimes with this person. You're back in each other's life again. There is a true sense of balance that the two of you could have if these factors weren't getting in the way. If someone could picture a future with them, like if it was a real possibility, and if they felt like they could really open up their heart to this person, these blockages would be removed. But until they feel like they're at that place, these will remain. I want to see, what do you need to know the most about this Cancer? So I can tell you about the past life energy that you've had with them, and I know that's why I can see they're in your life now. You have this kindred spirit connection with them, and you guys are here to learn lessons from one another. And I know you probably feel like you've already learned many lessons with them just in dealing with them in the time that you have. So you guys do serve as a catalyst for one another to learn and grow, and again, these lessons. But if you're expecting something to change, I can tell you that it's not going to. The energy with this person is going to remain the same. And this is very important for you to know. We'll look at the potential outcome, but this is like very stagnant. This is because I know that there's this energy around you of wanting something to change that you feel is not going to. And what Spirit is showing us is that where you may be wanting more from them, like more of their, like wanting to be able to open up. I see like this suppressive energy of holding back love and feelings and emotions. It's going to remain in that energy. So that's important for you to know. Like, it's just this energy of things not changing, remaining the same, where it's closed off. It will continue to be closed off. So if you are looking to go down a path with them, I don't see that path opening in the way that you want it to. I see a lot of insecurities that this person has as well. Oh, and it's someone who like has to save face. You know, they have to have everything appear perfect on the outside. And it's like the energy of not letting anything mess with their reputation or how others see them. So there is like a true sense of insecurity that this person has. And I don't say that to put them down. It's just what's here. I want to look at this. King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is very telling to me because I know on the outside, it's someone who almost has like an alpha personality, has everything together, but when he comes in reverse, it's like that's used as a way to hide how they feel and what's really going on and these insecurities that they have. And to see these energies repeating, especially with this Taurus energy coming through, which is like commitment. Just know that if you're expecting something major to change with this person, especially if they are like already, and I don't say this to like accuse you of anything, but if they're already attached to someone, because I see a lot of attachments here. If they're already like in a relationship or in a marriage, that's not something that they're going to walk away from. And whatever this is that you're counting on to change, it's going to remain the same. I don't see like any major energy sweeping through and like clearing a path for the two of you. That's what I want you to know. There's a lot of pride that's here. And like I said about this person, their pride can get the best of them. And there's someone who will always need to come out on the other side looking like things are right, things are balanced. Even if they're not, their appearances and their reputation is like so important to them. Okay, now let's take a look at the potential outcome with this Cancer. So all these energies are flipping over. So I just want you to know that like the potential outcome that's here, I see the two of you being attached to one another and having a very difficult time letting go. But the thing about it is that it's not going to progress to any, like, you see these energies coming through of pages. it's like it's a connection that is not going to be significant. It's not something that develops into like a path that you could go down, a path that opens for you, and like you can accomplish milestones with this person and be very fulfilled when it comes to them. That's not what I can see here. I see, yes, there's communication. It's like flirtatious, it's fun. The two of you have a bond, but I wonder how codependent this bond is, because yes, the bond is there, but it's also like being stuck and not being able to let go of each other, not being able to walk away, because it's something that makes the two of you feel fulfilled. There's a lot of energy here of like flattery and like an ego boost, but it's not something that results in a significant connection, you know, that you can go down a path with them. Although I know that they care about you, I know they have a lot that they hold back. It's a true, genuine love. But there's also like this energy of infatuation with you guys. So just know that I don't see this connection amounting to something that's going to lead you down a path again of like and other opportunities like opening up before you and accomplishing milestones. That's not what this energy is, especially with these pages and just the way that it's a feeling of, it's like a lot of ego that's here, making each other feel good, and that's what keeps you together, but it doesn't grow into anything significant. All right, Phoebe. So let's switch gears now and let's focus on this Aquarius that you have on your mind, okay? We're gonna look and see what are your true feelings towards this Aquarius now. I know that you feel disappointed. I wonder if the two of you were on a path before, because I see like you have a history with them. I see where there was a lot of emotion that was built up, like a relationship was here. And I see the energy of like a disappointment, feeling disappointed. It's almost like you had a wish with them, expected things to go a different way. I wonder if how deep you took it, because this is like the energy of marriage. Like this is a wedding ceremony. It's like a wish, it's a vow. To see it come in reverse like that, I know that there's this feeling of a disappointment that's here. But I know that what you're longing for is to be able to go back to it, be able to explore it again. I see the emotion of like walking away but wanting to come back. Waiting. I see where you're kind of still waiting to see if it's going to, if the energy's going to turn around with this person. I see where you truly want to give to them. The energy that's around you with this Queen of Pentacles, it is, you still care for them. You're very forgiving when it comes to this person. So it's like there's the energy here of forgiveness, but then again at the same time wishing that you could see things differently and they could see things differently, and if you guys could like see eye to eye, maybe you could see where this connection could go. But right now, you may feel like they're not putting in as much effort as you, because there's like this energy here of wanting more, and then feeling like you're not receiving it. But it's still someone that you look at with a lot of compassion. And your heart is open to this person. It is. I mean, I can see the way that it is. Your heart is open to them. And it's something that even if you don't realize it, I can see how you want to go back to it. Do you see? This is like a connection that's been built up. These are all emotions. This is time. This is energy. Where you once were very removed from it, I can see where you have thoughts of going back to it. And there's a lot of patience and compassion and forgiveness that you feel towards this person. Even though you want to feel like they're giving to you what you're giving to them, it's still something that you're holding on to and kind of waiting for. All right, I can see where you're still attached to them. You don't want to let go. You don't want to. Let's see. How does this Aquarius feel about you? Let's see. I keep seeing this card here. It's a competitive energy. It makes me wonder if they feel, and then there's the same energy showing up. So just know that the way that they look at you is someone who is very compassionate, very loving, very forgiving. They look at you as someone who is very nurturing and caring. They're still holding on to an optimism, like holding on to the thought that they feel like you bring a lot of joy, a lot of love and light into their life. And it's like whenever you're around, they are filled with optimism. They are. I wonder if they show that to you, because there's this energy of like wanting to pursue you, but then like, do they feel like they're an option to you? Because I can see this where they're thinking about competition when it comes to you, and how they feel like this connection brings the energy of like drama and just like pettiness. That's how they feel. So there's like a cautiousness that they have when it comes to you, of wondering like if they open the door, they feel like just a lot comes along with it. And I don't say that to put you down or be insulting at all, but they do feel like, being with you, they have to accept a lot of other things that come along with the connection. It's like it's not simple, it's not easy. And there's a worry that they have, that someone could step in and come between you guys. So it makes them want to hold back. It makes them not want to, explore a romantic connection. It's not that it's not on their mind, because it is. But then they stop themselves from pursuing it, from doing it. They try not to let their heart get the best of them when it comes to you, but they know, like, if I open that door, it's very hard for them to resist and say no. So just know that they do look at you in a positive light, because I can see the way that they feel you are very compassionate and loving. And they think you are sincere. They think you give unconditionally. But there's like, at the same time, they feel like a lot comes along with being in the connection with you. A lot of emotion, a lot of highs, a lot of lows. So it's something that does make them cautious about opening up their heart, being romantic. But they're still, I wonder, you know, because I see the energy here of still like picturing being able to have something with you. So that's important for you to know that they still do. They look at you as someone who has everything that they could want in a person. But then there's just like all of these other things that they feel comes along with the connection with you. Okay, so let's take a look and see what is coming between you guys. Let's see. There's still a sadness that someone is holding on to here, and I just see such a disappointment holding on to it. And it's like still, it's like trying to move past whatever this is. Were you married at one point in time, or were you like in a long-term commitment? Because, you know, to see the 10 of Cups come in is like feeling like um a divorce. That's what it is. So if your relationship wasn't there, it's important for you to know that there is like this energy of feeling very, very disappointed, and like there was a dream in front of them that's gone now. Because there's a lot of pain that's here. A lot, the sun in reverse is like depression and like a cycle that can't get broken. So like there's no closure here, still holding on to things. And it's what's coming between you guys now, that this is what creates like this caution around you guys. Because I know at one point in time there's a lot of happy energy and love and like feelings of euphoria that was here at one point in time. But to see these energies come in reverse, I mean, this is just like a huge disappointment. I mean, this is like gut wrenching. So I wonder what happened either individually or between the two of you to make someone feel so down and so depressed like this. Because it's something that they're looking back at it, thinking about it, don't want to experience it again, and now it just like moves the energy around you guys to keep you apart. And I see where it's a problem for someone how slow it is moving. But I have to tell you the reason why it's moving so slow like this. And it's because someone needs to be very, very secure before they'll step down and put both feet on the ground. See, there's like a caution here. And someone is saying like, you know what, I'm not going to make an offer, open myself up until I know that I'm not going to be hurt again, that I'm not going to be, I mean, there's a lot of pain that's here. And I wonder if it's a problem for the other person, you know, wanting them to just like heal from it, to just like get over it, to put it behind them. And I will tell you that someone doesn't heal as fast as the other one does. So that's, it's important for the two of you to have empathy for one another, put yourself in each other's shoes. And then maybe you can see, well, that's why they're still holding on to things. I see where they're still very afraid. So that will help you guys. I mean, I know that this is not easy pain to just get over, but having empathy with one another and understanding why it's moving slow like this, I mean, it will help. But it's still on someone's mind, it's still in their heart, a lot of pain that they feel. It's like being very depressed, very disappointed about the circumstances. And this is what's coming between you guys, keeping you apart. It's a lot of it's intense, because to go from something so high, it's very, very euphoric energy at one point in time. And even like just being so attached to each other, that you can't let go. So there's like a codependency that you guys might have had as well. And when you go from a place that's this high to this low, it's like falling from grace, and it's not something that's easy to get over. So that's important to understand just how special the connection felt to someone, because to have it come crashing down is devastating to them. And now they're in an energy where they feel like they never want to go through that again. So that's what's coming between the two of you. And again, I do wonder how deep your connection was, because there's a lot of energy there of a commitment. And just know that if your connection like wasn't on that level, it could be something that either of you are bringing to the table from an outside connection, because the bottom line is that's what's there, and that's what's creating blockages around the two of you. Let's look at, what do you need to know the most about this Aquarius? If you're wondering if they're going to make a move towards you, that is something that they are very, very hesitant about. They haven't let go of you. Their energy is like, they can't let go. They need closure. I mean, I wonder if you need closure as well, because this is like, it's hurting them, it's breaking them. They feel a lot of emotion, and when they feel those, there's a lot of sadness around this person. And when they feel those emotions, they start to feel trapped. They start to worry. They start to wonder, well, what else is going to come my way? And they're just in this energy of being so cautious because they're worried about their heart. I mean, to see this Three of Swords repeating again, I know that at one point in time they felt very, very hurt, like it was going to be an everlasting pain that they couldn't get over. This is around their energy now. And to be fair, even if you didn't have anything to do with this is what Spirit is saying you need to know about them. And that is why they are so cautious about, pursuing, just walking in, because they feel like it's naive to just come in with their heart open and just make an offer. There's a lot of caution here. That's important for you to know. And they are someone that wants to open up about it, but you might have to make a move towards them if you want them to let their guard down, because their guard is up. They want to talk. They want to talk about what hurts them and the things that they cry over, because they do, but it's like it's being kept hidden. But it's like they want to be able to release it. They want to be able to let it go, but they just don't know how. So this is very important for you to know about them, because it could explain why they do some of the things that they do, especially the way that I can see they're very, very cautious about like making any romantic pursuits or gestures. But I know that if you were to approach them and like talk to them and ask them if there's anything that they want to open up about, they're very anxious to do it. So it makes me wonder like what happened with you guys, because there's a lot of energy of worry about needing closure, about being very sad, being very disappointed, just wanting to put things in the past and heal. This person has a lot of healing that they need to do. And I'm not putting that on you and saying like you're the cause of it by any means. So that is important for you to know, like, especially say, for example, this is someone that you just met and you're wondering why like they're moving so slowly. It's because they are very much stuck in a situation that's pulling at them and they're not ready to open up. They're very afraid. Okay, so it might be someone that you will have to initiate the pursuit towards them. Let's see. What do you need to know? Actually, let's look at the potential outcome. Let's look at the potential outcome with this Aquarius. I know that they, it's because to see that energy flipping over like that, they're very insecure. Like they're internalizing things. So I know that if you want them to approach you, they're going to have, it's unlikely that they will. So let's see that this is the potential outcome. This person is very hurt. It makes me wonder what happened with the two of you, because I see a lot of energy here of like being committed. It makes me wonder, like, were you engaged? Were you married to this person? Like, because there's a closeness that's here. That's what these cards represent. So even if you weren't, there was a definite bond and a vow. I don't see things getting back on track. You know, to see the Ten of Pentacles come in reverse, which upright represents like a very harmonious home. It's a family. It's like putting down roots, and you create a legacy. You know, you have like generation after generation. It looks like the path with this Aquarius, at least where they are now, is that their mind is just like it's racing. And although I can see the energy where you want to go back to the connection, this person appears to be very emotionally removed. Like it's something that there's a lot of pain that they feel when they turn and look at things. And it's like they'd almost rather just walk away from it and leave it. So I see where a cycle is gonna get broken. It makes me, and you'll know what that is, because you know what came between you guys and the circumstances and why they're carrying around all this pain. So ultimately, it is like finding closure when you realize that things are out of your hands. When you realize that you can't really control the outcome and that it is what's gonna happen. Releasing the control will help you break a cycle with them. Because I just see where this is a path that is, they won't go down it. They won't go down it because it makes them feel very trapped. It makes them feel like imprisoned. So to be fair, the two of you could end up feeling this way, because this is like what's shared between you guys. There's a lot of this is like chaos. This is not easy. This is not happy. This is stressful. This is heavy. This is burdensome. And it's feeling like it's not on the right path. And I can see where someone is going to turn and decide to walk away, to remove their emotions here. So I know that you kind of already feel this in your energy. You're questioning the outcomes of both and feeling like it's not going to be successful. And I can see with the energy around this Aquarius, they're not going to choose to go down a path with you. They're not going to choose to do that. They're going to choose to go in another direction. But the bright side of it is that it does break a cycle. It does break karmic ties. And it will close the door, because this is the way that they feel, is like this is a door ultimately that needs to be closed. Although they go back and forth in their emotions and they see a lot in you, and when they look at you, they feel like you have so many things that they would want. On a spiritual level, what we can see in this energy is that it's not a path that the two of you are going to go down. And if you do try to go down it, you'll break apart. You'll go your separate ways, because it's something that just feels very unstable. There's not happiness that's here. There's a lot of emotion and a lot of just feeling oppressed, feeling trapped, a lot on your mind. So it's not healthy. That's what I can see. Emotionally healthy for either of you. And ultimately it will be something that the two of you choose to go your separate ways. All right, Phoebe, I know that this is a lot for you to take away. I mean, because we looked very deeply into both connections. Now, with all of that information, let's ask Spirit What is the best way forward? What is the best way forward for you now? So there's a path opening up now for you to, there's a path opening up for you to go down. So that's important for you to know. That's what I can see. Walking away, it's like choosing to walk away, like to distance yourself and go down the path that's opening up in front of you. You have the energy of a kindred spirit that is here. The thing about this energy is like it's very, very lighthearted. It's not heavy. It's like having a mindset, right? Leaving things in the past that you need to leave in the past. And when you approach your future, when you approach what's coming in and people and when you because the thing that I want you to know is you have a special connection that is coming in for you with someone that is meant to bring balance into your life. The thing about it though is like the way that you have to approach it, it's very lighthearted. It's about like taking things very slowly. Using your best judgment when it comes. I see where you may have like, there's like a lot of offers that you have coming in. This is a person, this is a person, this is a person. So it's like when you close the door and you're not looking back at things from the past, things that you feel you need to walk away from, that you need closure on, right? You have to be very discerning in you have to make decisions based from a place of logic and using your true judgment, because I can see where you have these offers that are around you and you're not meant to just jump into connection, like jump into a connection with this person, jump into a connection with that person. You have to like have your intellect and emotion in balance, so you make a place like, so you make a decision from a place of solid judgment. That's what I can see. It's so important for you to use your best judgment, because what you have coming in might be confusing to you. Because you have these offers, but they're not significant. So I can see a couple different people coming your way, right? One may look like it's gonna be something very serious because they're presenting something to you that seems very sincere. But this is a connection that's not, it's not meant to take you down a path. It's funny because you have a couple different people that you could meet before you find this connection that is coming in, because I see where you have to like use your best. It's because you're going through cycles, you're learning lessons. You have to use your best judgment when it comes to these other offers that are coming in. Ultimately, moving forward, leaving things in the past that you need to leave in the past, because it opens up opportunity in front of you. It's not going to be 3 solid connections though. There's going to be 1 solid connection. A person's going to come in that may seem very sincere to you, but you have to use your best judgment when it comes to them. You have to take things slowly, because that's something that's going to unravel and you'll see the truth about them. Okay? I know that that might seem like a little bit scary, but that's why you have to use your best judgment. And you're going to have another person come in and you feel like they're giving you so little, you're gonna want more from this person, and you might even get in this mindset of, oh, making excuses for them, like, oh, they're giving so little because of this and that. Don't make excuses for anyone. This person is giving little because that's their choice, and it's not meant to be something that develops into like this long connection. So you have, unfortunately, I can see you have a couple more frogs that you need to kiss before you connect with this kindred spirit that's coming in. So what I'm telling you is the way to get through this phase, because I see a phase that's coming in of meeting a couple different people. They're catalyst for you. It's not something that's meant to be serious with them, and they push you in a direction towards this kindred spirit. I hope that I'm emphasizing enough the importance of you knowing that you're going through these things to learn lessons, because it's perfecting you. It's getting you in alignment with the person that you are supposed to be with. So while I can see that you have to use your best judgment, don't rush into anything. It's important for you to close the door on the past, because when you do, it's like you close one door and you go down another path with different directions, right? You are going to have to kiss a couple different frogs before you find your person. So that's why I'm telling you to be cautious and to use your best judgment, and don't make excuses for any of their behavior, because you're going down all of these paths and these lessons because you're learning things about yourself. You're learning what you want, what you will and will not accept. So you have a tremendous amount of growth that you have coming in ahead of you. And it's very important that as you go through these phases, as you meet these people who ultimately push you down the right path to get to your person, don't jump into anything before you're ready. Don't make excuses for them, and see them for who they are, because these two people are not your person. This is your person. And the experiences that you have with them push you in the direction here. Because I know you're wondering about, like, what's coming in for your love. Like, this is what's coming in. There's still like a few mountains that you need to climb in order to reach this final connection, which is someone who you truly see eye to eye with, who is bringing equality in, who is like a best friend and a lover. So that's why this judgment card is here, because these are like false connections. And unfortunately, it's something that I know you want to go through, that you plan to go through. So you have to use your best judgment as you navigate through a couple different like false connections to get to your person. But ultimately, leaving things in the past, I mean, this is removing yourself from that energy and not looking back and not letting them into your heart. I know that this is a lot of information for you to take away, Phoebe, in your reading. So just know that all of my messages truly come from a place of love and light, intended to help you. I love you so much. I care about you. And as you move forward, it's very important for you to close doors on the past and use your best judgment as you work through these other connections, because there's like a path that you're on, and a couple different people that you will have to have experiences with to get you on the path towards this, because this is a kindred spirit. This is something that's very special that ultimately you will walk away with, but you still have learning and growing that you need to do until you reach this point. Okay, so just know how much I love you, and thank you for everything. Thank you for letting me do this reading for you. Oh my gosh, we explored so much out of these connections. I wish you all the best. Please stay safe and be careful with everything that's going on, okay? And if you need anything else, I will be here. I love you, and I will talk to you soon.